Hello and welcome back. We are now on part 2 concerning the different types and styles of narcissism. And the purpose of understanding narcissism, referencing types and styles, is to determine the type of person that you are dealing with, so you can discover and understand the mind and process of the narcissist, so you can finally escape from the emotional and psychological abuse that comes from that relationship and recover in style. So in the past video, we talked about the main types of narcissists. We talked about the exhibitionist narcissist that want to be admired. We talked about the closet narcissists that want to be associated with somebody that they admire. And we also talked about the toxic narcissist, the malignant narcissist that want to dominate and make other people feel worthless. But now in this video, we want to talk about the 9 common subtypes of narcissism. We want to get more of an in-depth understanding of narcissistic personality. So if you are dealing with one, or maybe your parents is one, you can be able to identify which one they are, so you can be able to cope and to understand the mindset, so you can be able to have more of a relationship with the person and free from the emotional trauma that they actually put you through because of their disorder. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the narcissistic winner. Now, these narcissists derive their sense of self by feeling superior to others, and as a consequence, everything becomes a competition. This behavior is not confined or naturally competitive areas such as sports, careers, or achievements or academics. This type of narcissist must also win at seemingly collaborative activities such as parenting, driving, friendship, and even spirituality. A narcissistic winner is rarely happy for a friend's good fortune. The next one is the victim narcissist. The victim narcissist is the sneakiest one of the bunch. Now, these people are master manipulators who use affection and emotion to keep you close to them. They are very skilled at playing the underdog and will often create or seek out situations in which they can do so effectively. A victim narcissist will have perfect sob story. Their sob story is down and created, and they can deliver it with perfection. They will easily convince you that the world is out to get them and none of their misfortunes is their own doing. The know-it-all narcissist. This person is convinced that they are more intelligent and well-informed than those around them. They treat their opinions as fact and become deeply offended when faced with disagreements. To the know-it-all narcissist, you're either right or you're wrong, with them or against them. There is no in between. And often preached, but rarely listens. They are known to offer unsolicited advice to friends, family members, and even strangers. However, they will become offended if someone does the same thing to them. The know-it-all narcissists feel like they have nothing to learn from others. The narcissist puppet master. Now, these narcissists can absolutely not cope when things do not go as they would like. To compensate for this, they will find ways to manipulate everyone around them. The puppet master narcissist has learned to control others through several different tactics and is skilled at finding the individual's weak spot. They have no concept of integrity or empathy. The narcissist puppet master will lie, and they will cheat and will seduce and withhold affection from loved ones to get what they want. They are not above playing friends against one another or using innocent people as pawns. This type of narcissist will seek out your insecurities and vulnerabilities and exploit them without even a trace of remorse. The next one is the antagonist narcissist. Now, this type of narcissist always seems to have an enemy. They scream at other drivers, berate waiting staff at restaurants, and leave nasty notes for neighbors who play their music too loud. This expression of their righteous indignation helps them to feel superior and in control. Unfortunately, it also keeps them from maintaining healthy relationships. They likely have few, if any, friends at work, and may even have lost their job due to office disputes. Their personal lives are in a constant turmoil. If they have a relationship with their partner, they are likely to be very submissive in personality and may have low self-esteem. The narcissistic antagonist may be estranged from one or more family members, often with no hope of reconciliation. The status narcissist. To this type of narcissist, self-worth is only real if it can be proven in a concrete way and validated by others. They have little to no internal sense of self, but instead they put all of their energies into accumulating money, power, and social status. They use these things to give them value, and they assign value to others in the same measure. This type of narcissist knows how much you paid for your house and whether or not you hired the right decorator. They are presidents of the PTA and their local homeowners association. A status narcissist is often very smart and accomplished. Unfortunately, this is where the depth of their personality comes to an end. The royal narcissist. Now, this type of narcissist feel like they're always entitled to the best. They don't believe in earning special treatment. They feel they deserve it simply by birthright, much like royalty does. A royal narcissist will break rules and will refuse to abide by societal convention like taking turns or waiting in line. When faced with consequences, they will react as though they are being persecuted or treated unfairly. The royal narcissist, after all, is above all things like speeding tickets. The amorous narcissist. Amorous narcissists measure their self-worth and grandiosity by how many sexual conquests they have under their belt. This type of person is known for using his or her charm to snare others with flattery and gifts, but then quickly disposing of them once they become bored and when they have met the narcissist's needs. Amorous narcissists are the ultimate relationship con artists, gold diggers, heartbreakers. At first glance, they appear highly attractive, alluring, amicable, but underneath, they only are out to please and satisfy their own needs and desires. The vulnerable narcissist. These people are generally very sensitive and tend to be quiet and shy by nature. Yet, to disguise their chronic feelings of self-hatred and unworthiness, vulnerable narcissists overcompensate by putting on a grandiose mask, seeking to merge their identities with other idealized people. Vulnerable narcissists have an unshakable need to feel special about themselves and have little genuine regard for the feelings of others. Vulnerable narcissists are primarily motivated by fear and rejection and abandonment. Thus, they do not have the capacity to authentically love and care for others. Additionally, vulnerable narcissists use emotional manipulation tactics such as shaming, guilt-tripping, and gaslighting to secure sympathy and attention from others. Their lives are fueled by inferiority complexes, which are often stem from childhood mistreatment. Now, to share my personal story, the narcissist that I was with was an exhibitionist. He loved to be admired. He wanted the light shining on him. He wanted to be in the center of attention, and he literally demanded everywhere he go. I'm quite sure you've seen I believe it's a sitcom called Cheers, and when Norm comes into the bar, everybody screams, "Norm!" Well, that was him, but into the 10th degree. He really wanted to be in the center of attention. He really wanted people to know his name, which coupled with status narcissist Because he had money, he valued people based on their status, and he valued people based on their wealth. Although he didn't get his money the right way, that's how he based other people, and that's how he based himself being very well off. But if he did not get his way, or if he felt victimized, then he would quickly become the victim narcissist and cry that everybody is against him, that everything that people are doing is trying to hurt him in some way. That was his MO. So take a moment to determine which subtype of narcissist you're dealing with, and the dominant narcissist if you have not done that already. And if you're in a relationship with someone or planning to be in a relationship with someone that suffers from narcissistic personality disorder, it is best to understand what type of narcissist you are dealing with and how it will affect you on a personal level as well as a business relationship level. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the cycles of narcissistic abuse, the emotional roller coaster. And until we meet again, be productive, be joyful, and love yourself on purpose.